over the last decade and a half. I have to agree with you, Ken.
But those are the three.
Yeah,
Kobe,
I agree with you.
Kobe, Jordan, and West. Everyone else can't say they had a better career. Maybe it's equal, but not better.
That's a good one to consider. Good one to chew on. Time now for tip-off. We send.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Lakers looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
So the Lakers win the tip. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Jimmy Butler. Taj Gibson is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
And he was. And unfortunately, for so many reasons, for one, he had really been progressive in the Summer League. And the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Lopez, no luck. So it's the Lakers now. Russell with a wide-open look. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Russell's got his first basket.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass. And, you know, going back to Randle's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
The drive by Wade. They get it back. A second chance effort.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Both free throws good from Wade. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Russell. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. 5 on the clock. Randle dishes to Clarkson. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And talking about Randle's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Now, here's Clarkson. Randle, and the layup's good off the glass. Randle's got his second bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Wade. That's tipped. They recover it. And another shot. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Clarkson with the ball. Wade picks him up. Russell against Rondo. And Russell gets it to go.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Butler after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Butler.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And he gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And that one's good. Wade's got 5 points so far.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Randall, another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 9.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Pass to Gibson. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Lakers were awful in a lot of aspects last season, and their play at home was a major one. Greg, they just couldn't do anything at home. And I think the fans were giving up hope as well.
And given how pricey those Laker tickets are, Kevin, there was a lot to be salty about in Laker land. So can't be a bottom dweller and charge that much for seats.
Now here's Nance. Here's Ingram, and Butler sends it back. They recover it, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And the Lakers making a change here. Young's checked in. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Now, here's Butler. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
You know, the Lakers were a bottom dweller last year. I mean, their home record was 12-29, guys. That was tied for the second worst mark in the NBA.
On the wing, Williams, defended by Butler. Williams' shot is off.
Boy, he blew the easy two by profiling, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Williams against Brooks. And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Williams with the steal.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick, and what good work there to get in the way of it. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Brooks outside. This one for three. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. And welcome back. One-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Dang out there with Mozgov. Then there's Lewis Williams. Then there's Baller. And it's Huertas in at the point. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
It's Williams with the drive. No luck. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Rondo with it. Mirotic the screen. Mirotic sets the screen for Wade. He kicks to Mirotic. Mozgov grabs the board.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Here's Rondo. Mirotic the screen. Mirotic sets the screen for Rondo. Mirotic has a wide open look and no good, trying to use the glass. Here's Mozgov. Can't hit, and it's Chicago the other way.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
And they get it back. The offensive rebound. Lopez, no luck.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Huertas. And another three for the Lakers.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. But taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Mirotic. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thank you, Doris.
You know, with Williams, it's more about his ability to create his own shot than his efficiency. That's why he's best suited as a sixth man, in my opinion. Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got 6.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Williams certainly does personify that sixth-man role of instant offense, but it'll be hard to see him in the starting lineup with the way his shooting numbers are. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Rondo on top. He's guarded by Russell. The wide open look here for Lopez. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
Larry Nance is checked in for Los Angeles. Young comes in for Luol Deng. Then for the Bulls, Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Butler comes in for Mirotic. And Brooks subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Gibson with a screen on Young. Butler. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Here's Nance, and the layup falls. Nance has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
The shot by Wade, wide open. They shoot again. Nice shot by Portis.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Young with no one around. And another basket for the Lakers.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 10. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Randall kicks to Russell. Fires from the wing. The shot will not go. Good D by Wade.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
And stolen by Russell. Knocked loose. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Lakers.
Thank you, Kevin.
40. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. 30.
Your safety is our number one concern. In the event of emergency evacuation.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. In the second quarter, they faced a much tougher challenge, but they intensified their efforts and pulled further ahead, finishing 10 points up at the half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Can this team please get fired up on?
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just a...
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Russell passes to Mozgov. Russell inside. He's covered by Rondo. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
When you look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Three-pointer, Wade. And it's Russell with the rebound. Lakers leading by 9. Wide open. And again, the Lakers no good.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kinds of plays that often go overlooked. And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector, just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Williams, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Calderon in for Russell. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they
can't guard us on the perimeter.
They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Baller, he's checked in for Randall. Russell comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Clarkson in for Jose Calderon.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
Lakers leading by 9. Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action.
To the inside, here's Gibson. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Changes for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. And McDermott subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Bulls trail by 9. Outside Rondo. The pass to Lopez. And here's Rondo. Mirotic sets the screen for Rondo. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Rondo's got his second basket of the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Mozgov against Lopez. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Mozgov. And it's 9 points for D'Angelo Russell.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Rondo dishes to Lopez. No good. Bulls trail by 9, and he lays it straight in. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Mozgov passes to Huertas. Pass to Ingram. 6 to shoot. Here's Mozgov. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Rondo kicks to Lopez. McDermott with it. He's picked up by Dang. Mirotic. And he goes in for the dunk.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Right, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
Poke loose and stolen by Russell. All alone, throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Chicago calls timeout. Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. The drive by Rondo. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. Some solid defense from Butler.
And guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road to illustrate how good they are on the road. Last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
Mirotic has the open look. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Nikola Mirotic. Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Here's Russell. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Yeah, you know, here's another stat for the Bulls on the road. Since 2010, when Tom Thibodeau took over, the Bulls have won almost 60% of their road games. That's impressive.
Butler goes in. Second chance shot. Mozgov with the block.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Here's Clarkson. Money from the wing. And it's a 9-point Laker lead. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. To the middle. Here's Portis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Portis has got 7.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's Rondo. And he lays it up and in. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
That's good. Russell's got 11 points here in just the second half. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Mozgov with the block, but they recover it. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Lakers ahead. They're up by 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Lakers leading by 7, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Calderon staying out there with Baller. Then it's Randall. And it's Williams at the shooting guard position. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Brooks kicks to Wade. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And 11 points for Dwayne Wade.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Ingram passes to Williams. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 4. On the wing, Williams. Launches a 3. That's good. And the Lakers lead by 10. The Bulls shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Brooks against Calderon. Lopez dishes to Brooks. Gibson the screen. And Brooks. Here we go. And it's blocked by Tang. To the paint. Here's Calderon. And Gibson sends it back. And he's able to get it back.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The open shot, Butler. Randall grabs the board.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Gibson with the steal. Wade drives in. Good D by Williams. Lakers leading by 10. Dang gets a wide open look with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
I'll tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
Outside Williams. Ingram, defended by Butler. Outside Deng. Pass to Huertas. Clock at 6. Down low, here's Randall. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts. Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, and you don't want to be giving up guys putback slams. That's not the kind of play that could build confidence.
And the Lakers call time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Lakers leading by 8. Here's Clarkson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
Yeah, but they've got to find a way to convert those extra possessions into points if they're going to come back in this big-time bucket there. And you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Got a hand on it. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Stolen by Clarkson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Russell gets it to go on the assist for Randall. Randall's got 4 assists in the game. Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 9. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And Chicago has possession. 9-point game. Mozgov with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov.
3 points, 2 lines. Chicago timeout call.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 9. 1:44 left in the game. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Mozgov with the steal. Clarkson kicks to Russell. Lakers passing it around. Fires high post. And that one good from Clarkson. And now it's an 11-point Laker lead. Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Dwayne Wade on the wing. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And it's 13 points for Wade.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
Dishes to Gibson. Outside Butler. That's a beautiful jam.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam, guys. Fast as light.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Rondo with the steal.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Offensive rebound. Gibson. It's tipped. The feed to Young. The 3. And that one's good. And the Lakers lead by 10.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Wade passes to Gibson. Here's Lopez. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Russell. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
Now Clarkson. Shot, high post. Can't get it to go. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game? He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.